Huh? Yeah. All right. Oh man, you guys are really good at that. And remember that that's our zero noise school-wide signal. When I was in the classroom, for me, even when I left SFA, which is where that signal came from, that was a non-negotiable in all 18 years that I was in a classroom. So it does work very well. I know there's a lot of other signals out there, but also make sure your kids know that that zero noise management signal. And you cannot talk when your hand is up. That's part of the signal. Okay, I usually just put my hand down, I'll go talk to the student, and then put my hand back up. So thank you very much for being here. Once a month, we will have the whole staff together and we'll address issues, some professional development and things that affect everybody. I have my phone on right now. I'm waiting for a phone call because right now we don't have a check to get. Evidently, we're supposed to have a check. They have not delivered us a check to go to the state fair, so I'm waiting to see if somebody calls me back. So if my phone rings, I'm taking that. Sorry, that's what norm am I? Yeah. But I have a backup plan if we don't get a check. So no, you're not getting out of the state fair on Friday the 13th of a full moon, which I did not check. So your fourth grade colleagues and most of the teachers' aides tomorrow need lots of thoughts and prayers because they're taking the fourth graders to the fair. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, Riley norms are up there, prepared. I didn't really tell you what to bring. Everybody was on time. We will definitely end on time, and I'll always try these meetings to get out of here a little bit early. Staying on task and focus, technology respectfully, side conversations limited, respect other ideas, disagree in a constructive manner, and participate and use active listening. All right, to get going, our first item is home connections. It's just an introduction right now to start thinking and planning, but we need to up our academic game with our parents. We need to up our connection with our kids' academics and home. That doesn't mean sending home the Envisions math pages and trying to have parents do those together. That's not homework research. I've read a lot of it, and it has been proven through many, many research studies that homework at the elementary level does nothing to increase performance scores. It doesn't help grades. It does not increase. What does help increase is kids reading every night, kids practicing some math facts or number recognition every night, and kids talking about a social emotional connection every night with home. So starting after parent-teacher conferences, we're going to bring back a version of the read and respond that we used to have here at Riley. It is about a quarter baked right now. We're going to talk about it in leadership team and get some things out. There'll probably be some Google surveys coming out to all of you to help with how are we going to manage that, how are we going to incentivize that, and we are not going to punish that. It's not going to be a punishment deal. So that's the home connection piece I just wanted to introduce. I want you to start thinking about how can we manage to connect a kid to connect at home for about 30 minutes a night. 20 to 30 minutes a night, and that includes some reading, some math facts, and the home connection social emotional piece that we're working on with Second Step. Okay, so if you have some ideas, feel free to email me those. Right now, my inbox is bursting, but I'm getting there. All right. Any questions about the home connection right now? That's just an introduction. It's just to start thinking and look for those Google surveys to come out for ideas how to manage. Okay. Room. Well, let me see what I want to do. Oh, let me go to MANT training. I'm going to skip around. Sorry for those of you who... information about MANT training. Give me a thumbs up if you are familiar with what MANT... or no, let's do this. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being I kind of know what MANT is, to 5 being I got this, I'm totally good with MANT. 1 to 5. Totally know what it means. A 0, I have absolutely no idea what the heck you are even talking about. Give me a 0. Oh, there you go. Myra's like, what is this MANT thing? 4, 5. Okay. Oh, good. All right. Got it. All right. You want to stand up, Miss Anna? She's like, wait, what? You just said. Actually, Anna should have been holding up a 10 because she is a certified, bona fide, licensed trainer for MANT. So when you take the MANT courses, she is the instructor. MANT is more than, if you were holding up a 5, because you were thinking that MANT is the restraints and holds that we do to a student that is out of control, it is so much more than that. MANT is a system that's used in nursing homes. It's used in schools, like state hospitals, mental health facilities, and it's one of the programs that's used for. It really is based on, you're going to hear a little theme here, it's based on building healthy relationships. And the main part of MANT is not the restraints and the holds. In fact, that is the least part of it. The main part is the escalation of people and what to do in that escalation cycle. The first 3 chapters are just basic. You would feel like you're a little bit like you're reading Help for Billy if you read Help for Billy last year. You'll see a lot of the same themes of building relationships and preventing behaviors on that level, just a very calm level. And then it moves into what's 4, 5, and 6 are...
Well, that's when they start talking more the social emotional needs and then assisting as opposed to...
Oh, right, the assists. Okay. So the assisting in that. And then the last chapters are actually the restraint holds. So when we have, and those are used very, 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 very seldom. So MANT is used all the time, all day long with the relationship building that we're doing. But the restraints, so when you hear somebody is MANT trained, they might be trained at different levels. I know this summer they offered chapters 1, 2, and 3 to any certified teacher that wanted to attend those. And I'd encourage you, if they do that again, it's very helpful for managing your classroom. The later holds, so if we have a student who is going to harm others or harm themselves, and it's a very dire, immediate, like they skyrocket and there's no way to move through the escalation strategy. There are, Anna is trained to do that. Jerry Lynn is trained to do that, and you have to be trained. Basically, do not touch a kid unless you are trained. Do not touch a kid in a discipline situation unless you are MANT trained. Elisa is trained in holds. Michelle is trained, myself, and Mr. Scott. Yep. Okay. So essentially that's, I just wanted to let you know who was trained in MANT But really the more important thing is that it's more about relationship building and preventing preventing it from getting to that level that somebody would need a restraint. Okay. Any questions about MANT? And the escalation cycle is awesome, and it could help you in your classroom. It could help you all in your jobs, and I'm working on getting a nice copy of that to kind of do some more development later on down the road with that. Okay. All right. Just handbook policy check-in. Student transportation should occur in district vehicles only. Do not transport a kid in your personal vehicle unless it's your own child. Okay, you're taking a very big risk with taking a kid that's not yours. Workman comp procedures, I think I sent these out earlier. Just a reminder that if you have anything workman comp related, was it they come to the office and we call Kathy McManamon? I think the office staff no longer has any workman comp forms. If you have any workman comp forms out there, do not use them. The workman comp form will come from Kathy McManamon because they were finding that there were a whole bunch of versions. Okay, so if you have that, we need to call out there, and then it comes. She hadn't sent it yet? Okay. All right. Yeah, you might email again. Okay. All right. Dress code, I shared the other day. I prefer that you wear professional dress Monday through Thursday and jeans on Friday, Panther shirt, or just nice shirt. Look professional. I understand there's going to be times that maybe you have jeans on during the week. I'm not gonna, honestly, guys, got bigger fish to fry. It's important just to, we are working in a professional business. So, environment. God, thanks. I'm like, I went blank. Okay, so that's what I prefer. In the certified staff negotiated agreement, it doesn't say no jeans. It doesn't say any of that. It's really left kind of at the discretion of your supervisor. Most likely, if you start showing up in jeans and a hoodie every day, I'm going to be coming to you saying, what's wrong? Like, what can I help you with? Because evidently, I mean, obviously, so I get that there's going to be those days that it may be little kids. I think, did it happen to somebody the other day? Somebody's kid threw up on them, or I don't remember what it was. But hey, I get it. So I don't judge your dress all the time, for sure. Yeah. So, and then you run in, hurry up, and then you hopefully aren't late for work too. So I get it. Chris Thuxon emailed on August 28th. I don't know sometimes where these come from. He just said limit cell phone use while supervising students. I know more and more often that gets a little bit harder because, like, I have my cell phone out there with me, and a lot of times I'm putting in notes that I need to. Like, a kid comes to talk to me, and I need to go get a kid, so I put an alarm in. Just make sure you're not on them. Facebook or totally tuned out when kids are with you, or you're responsible for kids. Ensure that students are supervised at all times, no matter what age. Do not ever leave students alone in a room, ever. Non-negotiable, okay? Even for a second. There's plenty of adults in our building, and I was just bragging the other day about how this staff has been willing to step up and help out when there's been holes at lunch and there's been help needed here. And this is, I don't know. I am, but it's 617-6666. Okay, you go. This is Beth Ryan. Hey. Okay.
County Farm Bureau pays for the check.
Okay, so it's all good and don't need a check.
No, you don't need a check, and they, Jackie, who I would deal with, has been very
I know.
back with me, so that they know we've done this long enough.
Well,
Get paid.
okay, I figured so, and I was just, because Phil's email said that, so I was reading through those directions, so I did the online tickets, of course, and then it said, and then Farm Bureau would bring us a check. And so then, I don't know, somebody was asking me today. Okay, all right.
I appreciate you asking, and that's something I probably should have stated, but
Nope, it's okay. I appreciate you getting back to me, though. So,
go and have
all right, we will. Thanks for organizing everything. Okay, all right. Bye-bye.
So there are two things that you can do for this. So like Lisa's, you see, just all say busy. And like if I put in
Hello.
Beth,
Jerry, were you trying to
Well, actually, this is Beth. I think I was calling you back. Or you...
just a minute.
Okay.
Yes, who is it?
This is Beth. You just called me back. So, okay. All right, we're good. Okay. Bye-bye.
your calendar over here on the side where it says your name at Great Bend Schools. Click on the three dots and go to settings.
You'll just go to the north. She knows where, the north
Underneath
little
the
red
access
schoolhouse, and
permissions,
everything's paid for and done.
If
There's
you
a check
do
there,
not
we're
want your
good.
calendar
You're
to show
good.
up on
They
anybody
pay
else's
'em
at all,
Okay.
make
separate.
sure that
Magic
these
happens
two
when it's done.
boxes are
Yeah,
not
so we're...
checked.
It's just Mr.
If you are
Hickey's deal
okay
had
with
said that
people
Farm Bureau would bring us a
seeing when
check.
you're available,
No,
make sure that you
no.
change your
Yeah, you just
option over here.
you just
Do you
go.
want
So
them
we're
to
good. We
see
don't need
all of
tickets.
your
We don't.
event details,
We're good.
Or do you just want it to say busy in those blocks of time that you have something scheduled? So,
Oh, that probably just got the phone call.
just a little calendar tip. Like I said, I wasn't fully aware of that until I had all of these strange boxes popping up on my calendar. So, that's your tech tip of the day. If you have any questions, let me know.
Dang. What'd you do? See my agenda and be like,
No,
oh
you have
wait.
yours turned off. We can't
Oh.
see your calendar.
Oh,
But I
good.
was inviting other tech coaches and stuff, and I'm
Oh,
like, I'm seeing
gotcha.
like typing here and da-da-da here, and I'm like, that's not mine. What is this? So,
Yikes.
just a little privacy setting that
Okay.
I thought I'd share.
Perfect. Thanks. Good job. That was easy. Easy button.
I know, I said 5 minutes.
Well,
That's it.
all right. State Fair is taken care of. I was following Mr. Hickey's directions, and actually there was a direction in there that we don't need to do. So it was panic for nothing. Although I got Kip Wilson really good because I called and I said, hey, do they bring a check? Do we get tickets? What's going on? I said, I ordered my tickets online. He goes, wait, what? You have to order tickets online? And I was like, yeah. He goes, oh my God, we didn't do that. And then like 30 minutes later, he texts back and he goes, my teachers did it because Colby's a second year teacher, so she took care of it. Like, yeah, we principals don't always know what's going on. It's okay. All right, I was with Thexton, right? Yeah, make sure your kids are supervised at all times. Grab an adult. I was just bragging the other day saying how everybody helps out and does things for each other. If you need to use the restroom or whatever, you can call the office. Make sure you please say, can somebody please come to my room? I need to use the restroom. Okay, if you say, I need somebody to come to my room and that's it, we sometimes come down with lights and sirens on and we get there and they're like, I gotta use the bathroom. I thought there was gonna be some action. So or a lot of times, yeah, right, yeah, y'all get some action. Or peek out the hall and see, and then I know there's tons of paras and TAs in your room, so just make sure kids are always taken care of. No continuous scent diffusers, including the natural ones, essential oils, are allowed at school. So make sure if you're using some kind of scent, it's rosy poop spray or it's rosy spray that, yeah, Tanner's not here. He's running right now. But make sure it's a spray that gets diffused quickly. Okay, yeah. We thought about starting a candle line, but then Charlotte's like, but then we can't burn them here. So, okay. That's all the housekeeping stuff that I like to try to avoid sending in emails. That way I can say, yes, I've covered it, and yes, they know. Any questions on that stuff? Okay. So we are left with golden tickets. We are doing the golden tickets, and I've got that incentive system typed up in the, will you go to the drive? There's in the drive, go to the shared drives, Riley staff information, and then there's the climate, Riley climate plan, the building. Is that me? I'm done with the state fair, so I'm done with whoever calls. That is where you'll find all things discipline, all things incentive, all things, the behavior matrix is there, anything you need for behaviors, and the school-wide management plan. Is the incentive one in there? Did I get it in there? Yep, positive recognition systems. Staff will design classroom incentives, and we're going to talk about those in a minute. We do have golden tickets. They're back by Charlotte's desk. So if you would tomorrow grab some of those and start rewarding those as a whole class. And that can be classified and certified. You can reward your own class a golden ticket. And so that's when everybody is doing... So I subbed for band yesterday, so I need to take the 6th grade teachers a golden ticket because the kids did really, really good. And while it wasn't the whole entire class, it was a big share of them. So I'll start off golden tickets with them and bring those. This year it is not a competition. The golden tickets are not. We're not going to come down to the gym and draw who gets or announce who has the most tickets. What's going to happen at the end of the quarter? I'm going to go visit each classroom for 10 minutes, probably play a quick team building game because they earned those tickets as a team. So I'll come up with some game like wrapping Mandy in toilet paper, because that's her favorite. And come up with some kind of quick game like that, congratulate them on working together for their golden tickets, and then maybe just have them set a goal for the number of golden tickets maybe that they're going to get next quarter. Okay, so it's going to be quick, simple. It's a good way to reward whole classes. Golden tickets cannot be taken away. So do not let kids get 15 and then they have a really rough day on a full moon on Friday the 13th, which would wipe out probably all of their golden tickets. Okay? Once they earn them, they're theirs. Any questions on golden tickets so we can get that positiveness going?
So the golden ticket
Oh.
is,
Like last year, my kids that earned 5, they got to do something, and then they test kids to do that.
Yep. You can definitely add in your own classroom positive. She said last year when her kids got 5, they might have gotten a little something from her, and then another 5 is something from her. Okay?
Okay, so an individual can get a golden ticket. It's not just a whole.
No, only a whole class. It is a whole class. It has to be a whole class effort.
Just making sure I
Uh-huh.
understood that.
Yeah. We did have the purple tickets last year, but we do not have those. We are working on a positive incentive system with tickets that go along with second step lessons, but that's on down the road. So,
And the golden tickets are related to the behavior matrix, not if everybody
Right.
gets out their workbook in 5 seconds, we'll get a golden ticket. It's
right. To that matrix, if they were all very respectful, maybe you had a guest speaker come in, or maybe they went to the yeah. Yeah, it's related to that matrix. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm not ready for number 3 yet. Some of this is left over from what Joanne had planned. We were doing the Riley good character, but I'd really like to relate it to second step. And there's a lot of second step incentives in there that are working on, what are you guys working on right now? Like, is it the self-management? What are your lessons? Huh? Self-talk. So you would have these self-talk, you might nominate a kid that you have seen using some self-talk. So it'll be related to second step. I'm not ready for that step yet. And then academic achievements will be recognized quarterly. Actually, attendance achievements are going to be recognized monthly. And Michelle and I are working on those. And we'll talk a little bit more about this. So it got kind of crazy because I was going through the office referrals and the room 111 stuff. And it was like, oh God, this is all negative. So we do have some positive systems in play. Okay. All right. Classroom positive reward systems. We were going to do an activity with that to share. I might table that one. Just unless we get through these other 2. We'll see. We'll probably table that one. All right. So let's get to the big topics today. And that is room 111, our social emotional classroom, and discipline referral procedures. All right. So everybody needs a... Nope, don't show that. Don't show that. Don't show that. Yeah, right. It did say clicker. Everybody needs a slip. Yeah, pass them around. No, you can pass them around. All right.
You need one?
Yep, you need one slip and then pass it around. Pass it on. Yeah, when you can. So, I don't know where it's at. We'll find it. I was just making sure I gave that back to her. All right, everybody got a slip yet? I want to make sure we use up those sets before I start on this set. I don't know how many. Are we out of slips yet? Okay. No. Everybody needs their own slip.
You have to read mine.
I don't know if anybody else needs that.
Yeah, I do.
Write it on. You gotta use mine.
Yep, everybody needs. Oh, Casey. Here you go. Everybody needs one. Everybody got one? Do we have a stack left over?
Yeah, we don't have anything. You don't have any?
Oh, you don't have any extras? Okay, that's all right. I just want to make sure one stack didn't have any extras. We good? Okay. All right. You all have a slip of paper, and you either have a slip that what room 111 is, ... or room 111 is not. So read your slip. Do you think you are a room 111 is? Or do you think you're a room 111 is not? If you're an is, you go to this side. If you think you're an is not, go to this side. And check in with your neighbors and see what they think. Are you in the right spot? Room 111 is? Is not.
Is not?
Is not. Yep. Check in and see what neighbors and people think. See if you're in the right spot. This is not. Ashlyn's like, what is room 111?
Too many are wrong.
Is. There is longer than is not. That is true. All right. Are you checking with each other? Oh. Oh, got a switcher. Talking to people. What do you think? Do you have the right? Are you in the right place? Yeah. All right. Elisa. All right. Let me give you a little hint. Who has a slip that says different than last year? It's room 111 is different than last year. It's changed. The location is the same, but the structure is different. So
Big change from last year.
it says what?
This is a big change from last year.
111 is a big change from last year. So you guys would be is.
We have the same one.
This is a big change from last year.
No. Somebody's slip should say different than last year due to the fact that the room is only now staffed with one person. So she is in the right place. Is. Yes, it is different. Okay? So she is in the right place. Different. It is very, very different. All right, let me give you a hint because this might change your position. Room 111 this year is completely on the positive side. All happenings in room 111 this year are going to be positive. Take a look at your slip. Do you need to change positions? Get help. Get help. So if you have a negative slip, you should be over here because room 111 is not negative. It is not a place for negative.
Just go in the middle.
What are you at? Jenna needs help.
You might be introducing it to them so they don't have
It is. You're right. You're in the right place. Okay.
I feel like that's a negative. It's just I don't know. I might just walk back.
All right. What do you got? Oh, here.
What do I have?
Hold on.
This is good.
All right, Trey. What do you got?
Okay, it's confusing because I would say is not to the first part, but I would say is to the second.
Oh.
So the place to be sent to complete work unless that is specifically written in a student's behavior plan or another adult is with the student, but then it says options, send the student for a break, then they will return regulated to complete work.
Yeah, so you're an is. It is. If you would like to send a kid to room 111 to complete work, it has got to be written in a specific behavior plan for that student.
Then that is not unless.
Yeah, that one's a little confusing. You do not send a student that is refusing to work and not doing their work. Do not call and send them to room 111 to complete that work. Okay? Send them to room 111 to take a break. When you call Elisa and you say, Billy is not getting his work done. He is just out of sorts. I'm going to send him down for a 5-minute break. Can you talk to him about work? And then come back up. or come back to class. Okay? All right. Any other people on the fence about what it is and is not? Maria.
Is it because you slowly see me moving this way?
Yeah, you're waffling.
A space for a teacher, for the teacher or teacher's aide to assist a student to complete work.
Say it again.
A space for the teacher or teacher's aide to assist a student to complete work. Completing a test could be an option only if the student is completely independent in taking the test. That's what I was going to say.
That's a yes. That is a yes.
Okay.
Yep. Room 111 is a space if, I'm trying to think of who the student was.
I had a student last year that went down to take the test.
Yes, and that student was completely independent, completely fine, did not need our help with the test. He just had to have a quiet place. And that'll be a lot easier this year to accommodate teachers with that because the space is going to be positive. There's not going to be any kids in there bouncing off the walls. Okay? And this has all had to completely change a lot because there's only one person in there. Okay? All right. Any other questions? Any other questions on is or is not? Okay, you can have a seat.
You want this back?
No, you can keep it or just toss it in the trash.
They're a lot bigger now. So if you do have a child that is flailing around, though, what do
Yeah, she's making sure you know what you're doing.
like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Okay. All right. Y'all are reading adults. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. I know I wasn't going to have everybody to read things out loud. In the, you can either search room 111, but the guidelines are there. Looks like this. Room 111 is, room 111 is not. I would suggest maybe if you're a print person, you might want to print that copy. Jenna's question came, what if I have a student flailing around and going berserk or whatever? The decision you have as the person in charge of that child is you need to make a decision of, is this a time where this student needs a break from the classroom, a positive break to get them reset, or is this a discipline situation? So and it's hard. It's very hard. Which one is it? Okay, because if it is a discipline situation, that call is going to start coming to the office again. Because Elisa is not able to juggle both a discipline situation and being out of room 111 for an hour at a time, and then still accommodate your kids for a positive break. Okay, so that is some of the rationale for the changes. So you as the teacher need to make, if you got a kid running around the room and you cannot regulate that kid and you are unable to teach with that kid, call the office and say, I need Billy, this is Miss Ryan, I need Billy, somebody to come get Billy. He is running around the room, I cannot teach. That's it. Okay? But, so that's that day. I'll come get Billy, or Michelle will come. Most of the time I will come get the student. If I'm available to come get the student, I'll be there to get them. I'll come get them, bring them to the office, get them re-regulated in that way, and hopefully be able to get them back to class at some point. Tomorrow then, Billy comes in, and you start seeing Billy getting all antsy. Hey, remember yesterday? That wasn't good. I'm gonna have you go down to room 111. I'm gonna go. You good with that? Okay. Go call. Hey, Elisa, I got Billy here. He needs to come down, re-regulate, and then that's a situation. So room 111 has become a preventative measure, not a punishment. ISS will be done in the office, and if I have a meeting and it's a kid who, we've already had an ISS kid in there, and they can sit in that one seat and pretty well operate with Charlotte and Donna. If it's a kid that's off their rocker and maybe hard to manage, then we'll handle that as it comes. Okay. So I know there's been tons of confusion. Up to this point, nobody has done anything wrong in making any phone calls to 111 or to the office or anything. Nobody. Everybody was hearing different things. You've now heard it. Here it is. Okay? Betty.
Is there a certain extension that we call the office?
There is. So, so this is in that folder, or you can search. So this tells you room 111. You got a little homework to do. And then will you click on the other, go back to, oh, I'm not going to get to bullying today either. Office discipline referrals. Okay? And I wanted a little more time. This is where, Betty, you would call, if you have decided it's discipline, then you can scroll down. Keep going. And I don't think I have all the right extensions in there. Yep. Okay. Yeah, all the way there. Okay. You can call the 7303 first. I'll answer. I can come. If I don't answer, the secretaries will find me.
Are there still paper copies of these? Like, I don't have access to.
There is not paper copies. It is now on a Google form.
Okay.
And it's in there too. And I'm running really short on time. I need to get you guys out of here. Okay? All right, any questions? I know everyone's like, do not ask questions.
Do it again. You know better. Don't take it from me.
Okay? Yes.
If you are not available as the office staff, what's our pecking order?
And I'll get that order and I'll get that in there. If I am not of it, like I am gone a few times next week in the morning for a few hours. Actually, I'm gone tomorrow afternoon for a couple hours. Probably will be me, then Michelle, and then it may be instructional coaches. Guys, we lost a whole position. We lost a whole certified position when I went from room 111 to an at-risk teacher to principal. So is this what I want and optimal? No, because we were rocking and rolling last year. We had it, we were by the book going down the line. And it is what it is, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay. How to put in the referral into the Skyward is in that office discipline referral copy. Okay. So I'm hoping, did we clear up some 111 stuff? Elisa will be at lunch from 11:30 to 12. It will not be available. If you call and there's nobody in there, you're going to have to send an aide to give that kid the break, or you're just going to have to let kids know.
Is that room left unlocked?
It is, yeah. And then Jerry Lynn and them guys know that if we have a lockdown or something and she's not in there, they'll flip it. But yeah, it's left with the doohickey.
But make sure you do keep the door knob locked.
Yeah.
Like the switch is always up, but I do sometimes come in the morning and the knob is unlocked. So that should be locked at all times, but then, the switch is always,
Okay.
the door's always open.
We'll make it. We'll operate this way. Anything else?
Can I use it to schedule breaks?
Yes, scheduled breaks. Yep, I think that was in it is for,
It's in there.
yep, it is in there, but again, that's going to be a kid with a written behavior plan and 2 scheduled breaks. Some kids do very well with knowing when a scheduled break is. Some kids are clock watchers and don't. We just take care of kids as kids are needed, taken care of.
By
Okay?
written behavior plan, do you mean like through SPED?
No. No.
Just making sure.
No. Nope. So, all right. Got it? On your marks? You set? All right. Thank you, guys. Right. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck.